Welcome to episode 30 of Reverse the Relapse. Is your inner mean girl living in your head rent free? That's what we're going to unpack on today's episode. You're in the right place if you're ready to stop the sabotage and weight regain post-weight loss surgery and start losing again. Hi, I'm Georgie Beames. I'm a psychologist who specializes in the area of emotional eating, sabotage, and weight regain for weight loss surgery patients. I work both in a weight loss surgery clinic as well as supporting women online to reverse the relapse. I honestly believe that psychology should be a mandatory part of everyone's weight loss surgery journey. Your body has had an upgrade to version 2.0 after surgery, but your mind has been operating at version 1.0. You're here to update your mind to match your body and get back on your weight loss path, and I'm here to help you. So we all have an inner mean girl. It's a part of us that is incredibly judgy, very critical, and compares us to other women, and we always fall short. She calls us fat. She calls us lazy. You're a failure. You can't do it. You're always going to be big. You can't get what you want. You don't deserve that. It's like having an inner bully with this constant barrage of attacks. It also affects our eating and weight. So you're either eating to escape from the constant attacks all day, or your inner mean girl tells you to eat like a demand. Well, you may as well eat because you're destined to be big, right? What's the point in trying? You may as well finish off that chocolate. I was bullied growing up, and my bully would tell me that I was fat and ugly every day. At that ripe old age of teenage years, like around that 13 to 14-year-old time. And I just came to believe those words. And my outer appearance just reflected how I felt about myself on the inside. So where my bully left off, my inner mean girl picked up. And I just continued this same conversation in my head without ever questioning it. I then discovered that this was, in fact, my inner mean girl, and she was in charge for years and years and years. And I just heard her voice as my own. And this voice controlled all of my self-worth, my eating, and my weight, and my life. So for many women, their inner mean girl is incredibly powerful and is in charge. So it's like your inner mean girl is like your inner CEO, having the most powerful of positions and living rent-free in your head. So if your inner mean girl is at you all day, it's going to make you feel bad about yourself, right? And that affects how you feel about yourself and therefore how you interact and show up in the world. And if your inner mean girl is so powerful, you're operating at version 1.0. The old you before weight loss surgery. And we need to change this so you can step into version 2.0, your thriving self, living your best life. And your version 2.0 does not let her inner mean girl walk all over her anymore. So our inner mean girl is only a part of us. It's not the real us. And this part of us serves a protective function. For many of us, it started at a very young age, and we have just accepted that this voice is us, and we've tolerated it, and it has since controlled our life. Often our inner mean girl is an internalized parent. So if you grew up with a very critical parent, or even a sibling, or even a grandparent that was very judgmental and would put you down, often your inner mean girl is just continuing on this conversation in your head. With our inner mean girl, she stepped in to protect us when we needed it in the past, but she's overprotecting us now and no longer serving us. So we can't get rid of our inner mean girl, even though it's very, very tempting, I know. And many of us hate that part of us for obvious reasons. It doesn't feel good to be attacked and judged in such a critical way. But we can't get rid of her, but we can give her a demotion. So for many women, your inner mean girl is still sitting in the driver's seat of the car. And we want the real you to be in the driver's seat, and we want to demote your inner mean girl in the back seat where she belongs. And we get to choose this now. So the more we can soften our inner mean girl, it allows space for the real you to come out and for the real you to be in charge. And this version of you, this 2.0 version, is far more kind and compassionate and caring. And when you step into the real you, you will talk to yourself and take care of yourself in a new way, which is in alignment with your version 2.0 self. So I'm running a free challenge this week. We've already kicked off, and it's a 5-day free challenge to transform your inner mean girl. So it's not too late to come and join us. So I've popped the link below if that's something that you're interested in. But here's what I've taught in the challenge this week. I want you to create an identity of your inner mean girl. So I want you to see your inner mean girl in the palm of your hand. We're externalizing her. What's her name? What does she look like? What's the tone of her voice? It could be a smaller version of you, or it could be a witch. Mine was a witch that I always came back to, or a cartoon character or a movie character. And I want you to notice what she says to you when she attacks you. Then what I want you to do is wear a hairband or a rubber band around your wrist. And I want you to snap it anytime she rears her ugly head, right? This just increases our awareness, as often we just hear her voice and we just believe it. We hear it as ours. So what we're doing here is we're raising awareness, and we're actually separating this part of you with the real you. Because up until now, we've never stopped to question it. Is this my inner mean girl here? We've never done that. We've just accepted it. And then we've felt bad, and then we've made our decisions in accordance to this voice that has had too much power over us until now. So once you snap the band, right? So you hear your inner mean girl, you might say, oh, there's Brenda, or there's the witch. I then want you to hum circus music over her voice to drown her out. You know that sounds funny, right? But I want you to give it a go, because here's the thing. Humor and playfulness diffuses her critical voice. And once this voice is diffused, it allows you to switch gears and drown out that negative voice and allow space for the real you to come out. So try this out. Try out this simple strategy. So rubber band around the wrist or a hairband around the wrist. I want you to create your identity of your inner mean girl. Describe her, see her out in the palm of your hand. Be so aware of when she comes out and snap that band anytime she comes out. Just take note of what she says. You don't need to buy into it. Remember, this is only a part of us. It's not the real us. And play that circus music. And if you have to do that 10 times a day, you have to do that 10 times a day. You're going to learn a lot about yourself. So try that out. And feel free to come and join the rest of the free Inner Mean Girl Challenge this week. So I've got the content up until Wednesday. And I'll also be sharing with you, this was only day 1, so I'll be sharing with you other tools that will help give your inner mean girl a demotion. So thank you for being here. Thank you for tuning in. And perhaps I will see you in the challenge. Bye for now. If you loved the content in this podcast, you have to come and check out my one-on-one coaching program. We work together for 3 months to get you back in control and change your relationship with food for good. Now, I only have limited places available every month. So go to my website and click work with me. That's www.georgiebeames.com. See you over there.